All right, I think we're live. I'm trying out the new setup so you're not looking up at me on my lives when I do them down here, and and my microphone and stuff. So we'll see how this goes. But how is everybody doing today? So I've had some good stuff going on today. Good communications, good conversations. Got some people set up having some conversations tomorrow. Confirmed 2 people on the podcast. I know I'm going to have more. Got it uploaded. To Anchor, Spotify, all that stuff. So after having it go, but the whole purpose of this video, besides testing out my new setup, I'm Josh Weisler, REI Courage consultant for real estate investors, and so why I'm putting out this video is about being authentic in your communications. And over the past couple of days, I've seen it, and I've really experienced it when I've been with other companies. Is being authentic in your communication can mean a number of different things. It means communicating where you're really at in the moment when you're trying to get something across, when you're trying to ask for support. I see a lot of times in the groups of, hey, what tips do you have for me? I was interacting with the guy earlier, and doing that, you're asking for something specific, but you don't even know what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what's going to end up happening is you're going to get 1,000 different tips that may not have anything to do with how you want to do your business. And what's going to happen is you're going to get overloaded, you're going to get flooded with information, and then you're not going to know what to do from there because there's so many different ways to do it. And then analysis paralysis happens. And another way that ends up happening, and authentic communication is super important, is when you're trying to have a tough conversation with a seller, or you're trying to have a tough conversation with a employee or an associate, and you don't know how to get the point across. You don't know how to have that conversation in a way that doesn't make you feel like, well, they're going to leave, or I'm going to be seen to be an a-hole. And that's what I'm afraid of. And that's where the things come in, like tactical empathy of, hey, just be full honest and authentic about who you are. Like getting on these podcasts, getting on this, like going out, like it terrified me in the beginning. Now I'm loving it, but you have to be honest with yourself so you can be honest with the people that you're wanting to talk to and have those conversations with of, hey, like, I'm a little nervous to make you bumped into my microphone. We'll need to adjust it. I'm a little nervous to make you this offer because, I don't want to upset you. Like, that's setting the stage in a way that you're going to be fine regardless, because people will be appreciative of the authenticity and say, oh, okay, go ahead and make me the offer. I'll hear it anyway. It relieves that pressure, just being full out honest, having conversations with employees. Hey, there's something going on here. I really need to address it. I think you're an amazing person, or whatever, like the sandwich technique. Hey, this is awesome. We need to work on this. This is awesome too. And not delaying it. That's where we end up getting stuck. And that's one of the reasons I started this company, is to help people get unstuck, because we don't know how to have proper communication, or not even proper. We just don't know how to have authentic communication, because we don't want to have those feelings. The communication and the resistance to having that communication is always going to be about the feelings that you're going to have as a result of it. And so if we can acknowledge those feelings right up front, hey, I don't want to be, the worst thing you can ever say is, I don't want to sound like an a-hole, and then go into why you're going to sound like an a-hole. Tell that you're afraid of sounding like this, or I'm worried I might come across like this, and then have that authentic conversation and navigate it together with your sellers, with your buyers, with your employees, associates, whatever you label them as, or call them whatever so have authentic communication and move forward, instead of, well, I'm not really addressing. And that's authentic. That's all the authentic is it's where you at with your emotions and what you're feeling in that moment, and sharing that so that you can move through it and move forward. If you need tips, hey, I'm worried about making the wrong mistake. Okay, cool. Let's pull it back and find out why you're worried. Let's find out what we can do and set it up in a way that actually moves you forward. You're worried about having that conversation with a associate. Okay, how were you going to have it, and what are you afraid of the outcomes being, or what's the doubt, or what's the resistance there? You have to acknowledge it so that you can move through it. And then you just move through it. It's natural that way. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but that's one of the things that I worked on, and I worked on with my people is, hey, this conversation needs to be had regardless. And if we don't have it today, how long do you think it's going to be until we have to have it? Because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when it's a matter of when, then it's a matter of how soon can we get it done? What do we need to put in place to have that conversation or take that action or anything in regards to courage? So that's my piece. Like, subscribe. I should have put in there on the bottom of this Facebook one the YouTube link so you can go and see the video casts and see it on there. Also, we'll have stuff. I know it just got acknowledged on Spotify or uploaded to Spotify as well as Anchor. So I'll have those coming out as well. And we're just building on top of building on top of building. And that's all we're doing in a business. Building, taking a fear. What's the next step? Taking a fear. What's the next step? Taking a fear. So that's what I got for you guys for right now. I'll be in touch. Talk to you soon. Love you all.